We are recording. We are now recording. We are now recording.
Literally have no cams on anybody anymore. So, any visual clues you guys will probably try to give me, just assume I'm not getting them.
I'm flashing my boobs right now, Snicket, so...
Well, what do you fucking do for you, sir?
Alright, well they're all flipping you off. Well, at least not Chris.
Oh, I can see from over here!
I don't know anybody's name, apparently.
Well, when it was interpretive dance, Kyle, what you were supposed to do, you're supposed to translate that to Snicket.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cool. Now I have everybody, except for Morgan.
I don't know.
Yeah, mine's reloading for some reason. I'm still here, I'm just... Mine's reloading for some reason.
Okay. And we don't have Chris.
Let's sigh.
Alright, well, I'm gonna do a recap while he's away, because if we end up recording, they don't need a recap, because they can just watch the previous episode.
Oh yeah.
I am. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna be up and down, but I can hear you all and stuff, so I'll be.
Gibby.
Adorable. Saw that, Chris. Alright. God damn it. Right, so, last time on The Fallen Returns, you guys had breached the city of Ilum after a battle which turned into a rout because pride goeth before the fall. You guys found a warehouse to take a little bit of a rest in, see to your wounds, gather strength. You roll 20, I swear to fucking Christ in heaven, I will thong you. Anyway, you all ran into Lord Battleforge, who seemed a little banged up, but otherwise seemed really kind of fucking in the zone. The prince was nowhere to be found. Lady Hexblade was also still missing in action. You all requested that Battleforge and the mercs provide some distraction at the front gates while you guys went around to the servants' side to get into the castle. Via some wonderful Taurenian lockpicking skills. You guys decided, fuck that door in particular. And you entered in after checking some rooms. You ran into a maid who was absolutely fucking terrified out of her mind. You guys assured her that she would be okay. She gave you some information. You told her to hole up in there, and you guys would come back for her, presumably. You all went upstairs, finding the Chancellor and his cronies after an intense battle. The Chancellor supposedly disappears into thin air, where you all run quickly downstairs, where you find the last artifact. Connor donning the gauntlets, you all now have a complete set and have now gotten the free Ginsu knives. You all are now sitting in the ancient depths of the castle that seemingly predate the Glorious Empire, which you know to be true, since it's at about the time of the Cataclysm, considering it has an artifact in there. You guys have you all are exhausted. Having done the battle with the commander to the battle with the Chancellor and his cronies, it has been a long run of a gauntlet, but you guys are seemingly in one piece, if not a little bit worn and tore around the edges. What would you all like to do?
Sleep.
I guess we should go let Battleborn in.
Battleforge.
I've been seeing too many game names, sorry.
Somebody needs to go get Sylvana. I know it's alright.
I'll go get her.
We also need to, we know that the Vizier got away, or at least he's not down here, which isn't good. We need to find out what happened to Tess, I'll see if the Rangers found anything.
We're missing someone important.
And the Prince, I think, also, right? We haven't heard from him since we got into the city.
I'm still curious as to what happened to the king.
That's what
That's
I was
what
about
I'm
to say,
worried about.
Talmar.
Where's the king?
The other royal.
I don't think we're gonna like what we find. Something tells me.
Yeah, I would like to start trying to find the king. Oh dear.
Okay.
Is the entire place completely deserted?
Okay. So, very quick. Kel is going to go get Sylvana.
Yep.
Who's going and searching for the king?
Me.
I raised my hand, but
Corin, Rael,
I'll go search for the king as well.
Talmar. Connor and Arendir, what would you guys like to do?
One, I'm gonna go let Battleforge into the keep if he's not already in the keep, because I'm pretty sure he's already chewed through the wood like a rabid badger. And then I'm going to start leading search details to try to find Tess.
Okay. Arendir, what would you like to do, my dear?
I'll go with Kaladin, I guess. To not split the party more.
Battle buddies.
before we split up too badly, does anyone need healing?
Tell you the truth, I don't know what my life sex is on my
Good
token.
question.
I'm alright.
Yeah, mine's on my token too.
Okay, I got you guys, Hot.
Yay! Thank you.
Yeah, I'm at 72. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna be an idiot.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, because you guys can mess with your tokens if you want. Alright, so we're gonna do Arendir and Kaladin first. You guys go up the set of stairs, back to the floor where you know the servants' quarters are, and it is still quite deserted up here. You go and knock on the door, and you don't get a response. It seems to be utterly quiet in there.
Sylvana, it's us. We've got the Vizier. He's gone. We found you earlier.
It's quiet for a second, and then you hear as heavy wood is scraped across the floor. Just and there's a pause. And you get little noodly armed maid just trying to push the wardrobe away from the door.
Take your time. Don't blow a hammy.
Do you want some help?
Oh
I
my
could
God.
probably push it through the door.
No, I got it! And finally, there's silence as then there's the sound of the door unlocking, and you see rather fearful maid looking up at you going, "By the gods, you did it. He's dead, the Chancellor."
I said he's gone.
All the blood just runs out of her face, and she goes, "Should I stay in here then?"
No, I
Yes.
think it's safe.
Alright,
We've taken the castle.
good. And she meekly comes out from around the door. Nobody else is around, is there? They're probably still upstairs hiding.
If that's what you said.
Probably.
We didn't see anyone.
They tried to give the Chancellor and everyone a wide berth. Either you work downstairs here in the kitchens or you stay upstairs cleaning. They try to keep us isolated from one another.
Right. Well, why don't you come with us?
Okay. And where are you guys going to go back to the throne room?
I was just gonna say, I turned to Kaladin and say, do we have a meeting place with anyone?
We have the earring.
I turn on my earring. Where do we want to meet up? anyone irate?
Front room makes no sense.
Yeah, the front room where you guys are making no sense to me as well.
Alright, so we'll head to the throne room.
Everyone at least knows where that is.
Alright, we go and wait in the throne room for everyone else.
Alright, so we are going to switch to Talmar, Rael, and Corin. You guys, having explored the bottom 2 floors, there's the main floor with a bunch of rooms, and then there's the upstairs. From what you remember looking at the map, it seems that the royal quarters, the royal apartments, seem to be on the upper floors.
Well, if I was a rich person and wanted to run away, I would probably run to the place that's most comfortable.
Also probably heavily fortified.
Also,
Try that as well.
are you talking about the king or the chancellor?
King.
Okay.
Who
Well,
knows?
he might be in his quarters, but if he's of the fleeing mind, I would expect him to have tried to go out the window sometime. We'll see.
I hope not.
Well, we're not gonna figure that out just sitting here, so let's go.
No.
Let's just start searching rooms.
Let's try logical place number 1 and then go from there.
Oh shit. You guys start heading upstairs first, following in the wake of Keladin and the rest, and then you break off heading upstairs to where the royal quarters are. After heading up another flight of stairs, you come across a rather luxurious, opulent hallway with marble columns and floors and a ornate rug running down the center of it. There seem to be mosaics up on the ceiling and leading you to a set of huge ornate double doors of wood and gold. What would y'all like to do?
Let's go open the doors.
They're locked.
Alright, I'm gonna kick him down then.
Roll strength check for me, buddy.
Tamar,
Corrupted this group.
I want to sit back and
One
watch
moment.
Talmar.
hang on. Can I knock on the doors first?
That's funny.
Rael, you're like, can I knock on the... BAM!
Damn it.
And the doors crack and open.
Is it dark in there?
It is very dark in there.
I cast daylight and throw it out there.
You cast daylight, and it is suddenly like the noonday sun is blazing inside of the building.
It's like a flashbang.
You see what seem to be 4 sets of doors. One to the right, one to the right, to the left, and one at the very back of the hallway.
Did we ever get the king's name?
No, I don't think so. Did we? Oh, it's... not in my notes.
Fine, then I just scream out, because there's no way he didn't hear Talmar kicking the door down. I scream out, King of Shar, it's time to answer to your people.
Oh, 'cause that's gonna make him come out.
You hear...
I'm gonna chime in with that, shouting, "Your army has deserted you. Your chancellor has deserted you. Have you deserted your people as well? Come out and face them."
You hear nothing in response.
Hey, start trying doors.
Which door are you which door are you opening?
I'll do the one in the back.
Doors.
That's cool. I
Please
can
be
be
my
sure.
guest.
Door in the back to start with.
The door in the back. You go, and this one is locked as well.
Alright. Opening.
The Talrenian way of opening doors.
I think Connor's rubbing off on me.
Yeah. I think I need to get those lockpicks from Connor. This is ridiculous.
You bring up your boot and you go to kick it, and you stub your toe instead. It's
I'm gonna
fuck.
try that again. Can I try that again?
Yeah, you can try it again. This time you managed to kick it, though. There's not as big of an impact, but you managed to break the lock enough for the door to open. I need everybody to roll perception for me.
Sure.
I mean, Corin,
That's-
Rael, and Talmar need to roll perception.
Alright.
Well, I'm blind.
22.
Yeah, I was busy keeping it.
1.
Wait, what? What'd you say,
21?
Julie? I swear to God, I'm gonna
Did
follow
you say 1 or 21?
21, okay.
That's actually a 24. Sorry.
Okay, 21 and 24. Talmar, you are too busy. The blood is just pumping, and it's all you can hear, all you can sense is this righteous anger of this king abandoning his duty to his people. Corin and Rael, you notice that the room is dark beyond, but there seems to be a stench in there. And it's awful.
No, this is not what I expected.
I think we're about to find a dead king, you guys.
Yeah.
I think we're about to find something.
Or a very scared king.
He just smells really bad.
Is the stench
What is the stench?
fluids or death, which we're well acquainted with at this point?
It smells a little bit of death, a little bit of rot, a little bit of refuse.
Alright.
I will bring light into the room and I will approach the smell.
You guys, Corin, you lead, you bring the light inside, and it is what used to be a very opulent, well-decorated room. There is a giant 4-poster bed with a canopy. Rich silks, but it seems to be disheveled, torn, soiled. Chairs seem to be overturned. There are pillows everywhere. There are papers on the floor. And as you bring your light around, you see a hunched over figure in the corner, in between where the desk is and where the bookshelf is. There's a little, almost nook right in the corner, and you see someone huddled over there.
Does he look like he's alive?
It's moving.
Alright.
There's
let's see
movement.
who that is.
It's moving. Talmar Divine Sense!
Yeah, I will divine sense on this.
I'm gonna cast light on one of my daggers, actually, as well.
So you cast Divine Sense.
Yes, I do. Womp.
Like a beacon, you get the taste of necromancy. And it fills your nostril, and it's like copper, almost, with a tinge of grave dirt. It's horrible.
I'm going to very firmly and quickly walk up to the huddled figure and take a good look at him. Right, even if I have to pull up hair up and take a good look at his face.
You immediately stride over, grab what seems to be tattered silks, and pull it upright, and you see the desiccated face of what used to be a man. And he's moving weakly, trying to bat at you, as if to try to get you to let go.
I let go.
What terrible fate has befallen this man?
How long has he been dead? Can I tell by the
Roll.
rot?
You guys can roll a medicine check to see how long he's been dead.
I do have proficient in that.
Medicine.
I'm pretty good at that.
So am I.
$22.
So I'm
21?
not, but yeah, preferred. 13.
He's been dead for at least 2.5, 3 weeks.
I'm gonna sigh. I'm gonna unsheath Singer and say, "No man deserves a fate like this," and I'm going to behead him.
He looks up at you, eyes milky white, uncomprehending jaw slack and almost looks up at you, and for a moment... Thank you, Chris.
What was that?
That was Chris.
Okay.
I was making zombie noises.
You almost get a picture of what kind of man he was in life, and with a merciful swing, you decapitate him, his head lolling on the floor, and the body stops moving and falls over and is once more a corpse.
I'm going to lift his body and take his head and place him on the... Is there a bed in here?
Yeah, there's a giant bed,
I'm going to place the body in the bed with the head sort of like where it should be.
You know, that's not how that works. You can't put the head back near the body and have the two of them join back
I'm not
up.
going to join it back together. I just want to make it look like he's laying there.
Does anybody have
I sew his head back on so at least we buried in one piece. I'm more doing this out of respect for the office and the prince.
Alright.
I don't think
actually
like
wonder-
desecrating the corpse of his father.
I actually wonder if speak with dead would work, considering the head's not attached.
I mean, doesn't it like a spirit?
Hmm. True. I mean, the head's not destroyed, unlike some of the things that we kill.
Corpse must still have a mouth
It has a mouth.
and
It
can't
does.
be undead.
Well, it's not currently undead, it's dead.
It is dead, so it is going to be really, really creepy. But yeah, you can make a talking head if you want.
Okay, let's do it.
Mob. I would say though, if we want to do that, I would like to have the prince for that.
Okay.
My guess is he would have questions.
We'll probably find out if he wants to do it though, as well. But yeah, I agree. Question: do we tell the prince what has happened to his father? Do we tell him he
And
was
we have to
undead?
hide.
Well, I mean, you can tell him he's dead, but do we have to tell him he was undead?
How do we explain the head business otherwise?
He's been dead for 3 weeks. Obviously, he was killed by the demon army weeks ago. I don't know. We can tell him the truth. I don't know.
I think
I
the
would
prince
say-
deserves the truth.
We tell him the truth, we tell him the reasoning behind the truth.
Okay.
That it's better to end this half-existence.
The prince is a warrior. I think he'll understand.
Fair enough.
Piss off the new ruler of Shah.
Apparently.
And
All right.
let's get out of here. It smells
Let's
in
go
here.
to the news.
Let's go back down to the throne room and meet up with everybody else.
Indeed.
You guys start to head back downstairs. At which point we go to Connor.
Hi.
Hi. You managed to head upstairs to the throne room, but instead of turning right to the throne room, you start to turn left towards the door. At which point you hear bang, bang, bang as the doors shudder and shake.
I will go and open. I'll throw the latch and just pull the door open, just looking at him like, well, I thought you would have already broken down the door.
You open the door and you see Tyrannus there, and his armor is coated in all sorts of different colors of blood. You get bright red, you also get a little bit of black. The armor is dented, there's tears and rend, and there's bits of viscera in his hair, and he just cocks a grin at you and goes, "Far be it from me to break down somebody's door without knocking first."
I'll throw the door open wide. And one question, Kyle, are you muted in Roll20?
I think so. We should be. I didn't turn on that option. Yeah, I'm broadcasting nothing right now.
Okay, because I'm like, for some reason when I'm talking, I'm getting an echo through it, and it's driving me fucking crazy.
I hear it too.
It might be you, honey.
I shouldn't be. I don't have anything on. Like, I'm literally broadcasting nothing right now.
Mouse over your...
Unless someone has their voice turned on in roll 20 and it's double echoing.
Hold on, let me turn you on.
I've got it video only.
I don't know.
Still double check and mute, hang over your portrait and mute yourself, because it happened to me in Roll20 last night. And I had it on voice only, or I had it on video only, and it was still broadcasting my voice.
Housekeeping?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just turned it on to voice only, so hopefully that
Watermelon.
Alright, it says nothing again, but it never turned on. Like, it still has...
Testing? Testing. Hello? Yeah, I still get an echo coming from somewhere.
Yeah, is it coming from me when I talk?
Okay, hold on. Kyle, don't say anything. Charles, you talk.
Here, I'll mute myself.
Hello?
Yeah, it's coming from you, honey.
How? It's fucking weird.
It's the weirdest fucking thing. I have no idea what the hell's going on.
So is it back?
Hello?
No, it's when everyone else talks that we could hear him echo through you, Kyle. This doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make any sense.
I know.
I
I
don't
guess
know.
I can turn push to talk on.
Alright, back at the Oasis, the merchants were eating their dates. You see what seems to be a smaller contingency than what he left with. You see there are a couple bodies around. And he just nods, he's like, we took care of most of the rest that were around. Those rangers you sent out haven't reported back yet.
Well, that's exactly where I'm going, so you still got some fight in you, old man.
And he cleans his sword off. Lead the way.
Alright, so I will lead Battleforge and his remaining retinue, and we're gonna go look for Tess.
Okay, I need you guys to I need you to make an investigation roll for me. Make an investigation roll for Tyrannus.
Oh, +2. That's 12.
Okay, so you guys managed to get out of the city and start heading back out to the city limits to where the battlefield was, knowing where the Hexblades had set up. You start searching the battlefield, and it looks like there were quite a number of siege monsters. And it seemed as soon as they noticed mages coming around here, there was a hell of a fight, especially since it was mages on mages fighting, the Abraca-fuck-you contingency for the enemy here. There are giant chunks of earth just completely gone, craters everywhere. You find bits and pieces of people. Whatever happened here was absolutely horrific. You guys start combing through, and there's a good chunk of land and searching to go through. It's hard to tell. You do see body parts, bits and pieces that have that bear the colors of the Hexblades, but it's hard to tell if it belongs to Tess or if it just belongs to one of her men who fell. You guys are about to turn around when you hear a call in Elvish, then a call in Common, and they are calling for a cleric.
I'm going to run towards the sound.
Tyrannus follows you, just feet hitting the dirt as quick as you can. You manage to go over, and you see one of the rangers running, catching sight of both of you, and tells you, "We found her. We need a cleric now."
Is she alive or dead?
Not yet dead.
Alright then, so I'm going to rush forward. Grievously wounded?
Yes.
Let's... Alright, let me see here. Because there's no cleric with me now, so you're gonna deal with us.
You hear Tyrannus in a quiet voice says, "I've dressed some wounds in my time. We can at least get her treatment to get her to a cleric." And you are led over to what seems to be where a siege monster had fallen. Sort of tucked away using the siege monster as cover, you see a couple of the rangers tying bandages and whatnot. You see Tess. She is coated in blood, and her left arm is missing from the elbow down. And she doesn't seem to be conscious or aware that anybody's around her at the moment.
Is she still bleeding?
She seems to be bleeding here and there. They seem to have at least taken care of her arm, but she looks extremely pale.
How far outside the city are we?
If you guys book it, you're about maybe 10-15 minutes away from the castle.
Alright.